What's up, niggas?
Welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know, I haven't posted in like maybe 2 months, but let's just act like I was never gone. To be honest, I kinda don't really care that much about the zombie genre. It's kind of oversaturated and there's a fuck ton of them. And it's kind of funny that I'm only doing a top 9 because I've only watched 9 zombie movies because I only really like maybe 1 or 2 zombie movies. Oh, and FYI, I don't consider I Am Legend a zombie movie. They're more like mutated vampires, if anything. But if I did consider it a zombie movie, I'd probably put it at number 1. And shout out to Dead Island, that's a dope ass game. But anyway, let's just jump into this shit. Number 9, I got Cooties, a movie about only zombie children, which is the only unique thing about it, but I've only seen it once and I don't remember actually liking it at all. Therefore, I give it a 5 out of 10. Number 8, I got The Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. This movie was okay at best. Again, I only saw it once, never plan on seeing it again. Had some funny parts to it, the gore was pretty decent, and that's all I can really think of. This one gets a 6 out of 10. Number 7 is Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. For whatever reason, a lot of people love this movie. I find it to be kind of boring, and Zack Snyder is very popular right now because of his release of the Snyder Cut of Justice League, which I saw that too, and not to get off topic, but that is a much better movie than Dawn of the Dead. And now anytime I think of this movie, the first thing I think of is how the last time I watched it, I had a huge migraine, which made me hate the movie even more. I don't know if it's because the color palette is just so saturated it hurts my eyes. I don't know what. It's okay at best. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Number 6, I got Zombieland Double Tap or Zombieland 2. This was a very disappointing sequel, which I guess isn't surprising because that's kind of sums up what the 2010s have been like. Just a bunch of sequels and remakes that are just all disappointing. Because I think the first Zombieland is fantastic, you'll see it later on this list. And it does have some decent gags and whatnot, but it definitely loses me like the third act of the movie. I only saw it once, never plan on seeing it again. Gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Number 5, I have World War Z, starring everyone's favorite Brad Pitt, which is probably the only thing I remember about this movie, because you'll see a trend here that I've only seen all these movies once. All I remember are the zombies are really fast, they climb on top of each other, and Brad Pitt has luscious locks. I also remember the color palette of the movie being really brown or beige. I also played a World War Z game that wasn't very good. Overall, I'll give it like a 6.5. Didn't hate watching it. I might watch it again down the line. Number 4 is Shaun of the Dead, and if you know me, you know I love parody movies, and this was a pretty good parody movie. The only thing that kind of drags it down is I feel like the second half is weaker than the first, and it's just not nearly as good as Hot Fuzz. So if I was to watch movies starring Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, I'm gonna watch Hot Fuzz. But Shaun of the Dead isn't offensive at all, so I would also give it a 6.5 out of 10. Number 3 is the newest zombie movie to come out. Came out on Netflix last year, and that is #Alive, which is a stupid name, but the movie was surprisingly good. It takes place in Japan, and it is in Japanese, but you do have an option of an English dub, which I did, because English dubs do annoy some people. It doesn't annoy me at all. And I thought the story was pretty good. It's pretty much just 2 people and 1 main dude who was oblivious to everything happening until he was pretty much the only one left. And then he tried to kill himself because he thought he was the only one left. But then he found out that there was a girl across the street who's also alive, so they try to keep each other alive. It's pretty good. Give it a 7 out of 10. And number 2, we go from Japan to South Korea with Train to Busan. This movie was pretty solid. Instead of running around in the streets from zombies, it's all enclosed in a fucking bullet train. They're just trying to get through room to room, trying to survive from all these zombies. And I think there was like a gimmick where the zombies can't see in the dark, which was kind of cool. And then during the day, they were pretty OP, fast, strong zombies. And unlike #Alive, I didn't use an English dub. I actually watched it in its native language, which was fine. And I will also give this one a 7 out of 10. And you can probably guess what number 1 is now. Number 1 is Zombieland. Easily my favorite zombie movie. It was actually probably the first zombie movie I've seen. And I feel like everything about this movie was awesome. The soundtrack, the zombies, the cast, the jokes. I love that it's a comedy. The setting, they go from city to city, ending with it in an amusement park for a pretty cool setting to kill zombies in. They even end up at Bill Murray's fucking house. So yeah, everything about this movie is pretty classic. If you definitely haven't seen it, you gotta check that shit out. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 7.5 out of 10. Alright, I'm done.
But the thing I fear more than anything, yes, even more than zombies.
Hi, Billy Mays here for the Jupiter Jack.